these people are our people. This is how we roll.
Limit the presentation to 10 minutes plus 5 minutes for Q&A. We have a very, very full agenda, and I would hate to have your presentation cut off in the middle, so as long as you know that.
Hello, thank you for your time. My name is Lisa Brumfiel, and I am a concerned citizen, a native Coloradan. What I will be discussing is water fluoridation, and we would like to see the Denver citizens protected through the complete cessation of water fluoridation. First, I just wanted to ask the board members who had taken the time to watch the DVDs that we distributed last month. You did? Thank you, we appreciate that. When looking at water fluoridation, I was looking at the pros and the cons of it. As far as the pros, I could see none. It is somewhat beneficial as a topical treatment, and I think everyone can agree on that. But as far as ingestion, there are a lot of concerns, and a lot of them health concerns, which we've listed some of them here. Everybody is predisposed to different things genetically, so it's not going to affect everybody the same, but it is a neurotoxin and therefore will harm the body. Proven pathologies, neurological. Again, fluoride is not a nutrient. That is a misconception. To know if something's a nutrient or not, you deprive the human body of it, and if there is some sort of reaction, some sort of disease that forms from the absence of it, then you know that is a nutrient. It is classified as a neurotoxin. It's slightly less toxic than arsenic, and it bioaccumulates in the body like lead. Peer-reviewed studies on the reduction of IQ in direct correlation with ingestion of fluoride. Also the calcification of pineal glands, which can start the early onset of puberty in females, and other issues as well that are associated with the functioning of the pineal gland. Dental fluorosis. The American Waterworks Association recently had a conference on this, and we noticed that they did not mention anything but questionable, very mild and mild cases as far as pictures and studies. And what's being overlooked here is that there's also moderate to severe cases which are life-changing to people. Also, it affects African American children more often and more severely than Caucasian children. And the risk is linked to overall fluoride exposure. A lot of people, now that fluoridated waters have basically taken over most of America, a lot of manufacturing plants that are making soft drinks and processed foods are also now giving us fluoride. And there are certain foods that have higher levels of fluoride as well. These things add to what we're getting exposed to on a daily basis. Dental fluorosis, like I said, moderate to severe cases alone defeat the reasoning behind water fluoridation. If we're doing this for our teeth, and this happens to any one person, is it worth it? 3% of dental fluorosis are moderate to severe, and this is pictures of moderate to severe fluorosis. Dental fluorosis at any level can cause long-term mental anguish. It's also considered a biomarker to what's going on the inside of your body. It's not just the outside. There's no debate also that dental fluorosis increases with the amount of fluoride in the water. Thyroid pathologies. Fluoride's been directly linked to hypo-Thyroidism. It suppresses the activity of the thyroid. And until the 1970s, fluoride was actually used as a medication to be added into bath water to suppress the thyroid. So if it's being added into the bath water, one can assume that we are absorbing it through the water. Skeletal systems. Teeth are the window to overall bone health. There's also incidences of osteoarthritis associated with fluoride, increase in bone density and brittleness. Osteosarcoma, bone cancer has been associated with it. And some school sports programs now screen for dental fluorosis in children because it's a known indicator of weaker bones. Kidney pathologies. National Kidney Foundation revoked their support of water fluoridation. that speaks pretty strongly. Medical ethics, dosage control. It's impossible to control dosage through the drinking of water. Dose should be based on need and weight. And the majority of populations need to avoid fluoride. We've got diabetics, dialysis patients, thyroid disease, newborns, pregnant women, arthritic patients, children who already have dental fluorosis and they need to cut down on the amount of fluoride in their body. Informed consent. Consumers are led to believe that fluoride is healthy to consume, which it's not. You can always use topicals such as toothpaste or mouthwash, dental services. And most household filters do not take out fluoride, contrary to popular belief. So if you have a Brita filter or a household filter, it's not doing you any justice. Basically, reverse osmosis, which is expensive, and water distillation is somewhat effective. But again, cost is involved, and that's extra cost for every citizen.
Brumfiel, I'm sorry to break
Yes.
your chain of thought, but
Yes.
we have used it 10 minutes. Can we wrap up in a couple minutes?
Absolutely. I've also included, I have a packet there that has press releases for the black community protecting infants, health risks that are beyond just what we're seeing as dental fluorosis, pending litigations, and one thing I did want to mention is this right here. 94% of the world does not water fluoridate, and we have seen an equal reduction in dental caries in fluoridated and non-fluoridated areas. And even in areas that fluoridate their salt, it's the same thing. You see an equal reduction no matter what. And that's because we have better nutrition and we have better dental practices. It's not related to the water fluoridation. And there's many, many cities that have removed fluoride and are working on removing fluoride. One last thing in closing. It is a toxic waste. It's not pharmaceutical grade fluoride that's being put into our water. It is a chemical byproduct of manufacturing, either in the phosphate industry, ceramic, glass, nuclear, and it includes things like arsenic, lead, radioactive isotopes, all kinds of things besides just the fluoride. The type of fluoride that's being put in there has not been tested for human consumption. The EPA does not allow them to put it into water because it's so toxic, but when it's sold as a product, it bypasses the EPA altogether. We're not alone. There's many professionals, dentists, doctors, nurses, very intelligent people with various degrees who have signed an online statement. Over 3,600 people have signed the statement, close to 80 here in Colorado, that would like to see the stop of water fluoridation.
The last couple lists you showed us with the medical professionals and others, can someone give us a copy of those lists? Also, I saw a list of cities that had rejected fluoridation. If you could give us that list also.
Okay.
I'd like to thank you very much for complete materials and your presentations. I can assure you that the board will take your objections to fluoridation under advisement, and that we'll consult with our staff concerning these objections. I can assure you that we will stay current on the science and policy recommendations as they continue to evolve. We will be following the guidance provided by federal and state regulatory agencies who establish the standards, but we will carefully consider the information that you have presented to us. And we thank you very much for taking the time and being present here.
Thank you. And may I also add that those current standards and regulatory agencies that you mentioned are being investigated for class action lawsuits right now, considering the harm and the suppression of information that's being basically withheld from the public regarding water fluoridation, and I did include that information in the packet. One final thing, those who would like fluoridation to be stopped here in Denver, please stand up. Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming.
Ms. Brumfiel, we have contact information for you.
Consent items BA1 through BA19.
I've also given them a printout of everything. They're liable for what they know. And there's actually pending litigation. I'm not kidding about that. That's going on. if action's not taken, we will pursue that further.